What is going on, guys? We are back with another video today, and we are doing another rebuild, this time of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Now, of course, this is probably a team that don't really need a rebuild. They did have a little bit of a slow start to the season, but obviously they're picking it up quite quickly. And then, of course, tonight, assuming I can get this up by Thursday, tonight they play the Bears, who just have not looked good at all. I don't care about their record. It doesn't matter. None of those games were legit wins. They really weren't. I'm sorry, Bears fans, but it's kind of true. It's kind of true, and I'd say most of you guys recognize that as well. And, of course, the Buccaneers, like we said, probably not a super player-needing roster. However, Brady's no young guy. We don't know how long he'll play. So, as far as what I think he stays for in Madden, I think he'll stay at least till 45, maybe 46. I think we're going to do this rebuild until he retires because, let's be honest, once Brady's gone, the Buccaneers are going to disappear again. There's just a very unlikely chance they hold up after Brady's gone. Like, who's going to be the quarterback? Blaine Gabbert? I don't think so, pal. The Buccaneers haven't even been to the playoffs since, I believe, 2007. So, as far as what this team is going to look like after Brady's gone, it's not looking super great. I'm going to be 100% honest with you. It's not looking super great. O.J. Howard, I have not really looked too much at what the Buccaneers have done this season, so I might have to take a look to see kind of what the direction of the team may be headed towards. Of course, offensive line, definitely not a bad line ever since adding Wirfs. Looking at the defensive side of things, definitely a squad that can definitely surprise people. Of course, in rebuild terms, this is one of the best teams you could ever ask for, offensive and defensively wise. You have three corners who I believe are under 24 years old with star development. How is that even fair? Like, that's just not even fair. Three of them. You have Shaquille Barrett, you have Devin White, who's like the best user linebacker in the game, and besides Simmons, if you put him back at linebacker, Levante David finally gets superstar development after we don't use them. Nice, gotta love that. It's a really solid looking squad, and of course, Antoine Winfield Jr. has looked really good. So, I mean, this is a Tampa Bay squad that people are going to forget about probably throughout the year. And then once it comes to playoff time, teams are going to know their name because they're going to be scared to play them. Anyways, let's get into this one and see how many, if any, Super Bowls you can win. If you like these types of rebuilds, just in general, just realistic rebuilds, franchise videos, maybe leave a like, maybe subscribe, maybe follow me on Twitter, Jeromepkr. And tomorrow we will have, we'll have more Madden videos, but we'll have a stream live on twitch.tv/Jeromepkr. So maybe give a follow and, wait for me there. Stay in chat for 24 hours or whatever it may be. Wait for me there. I will be there. You don't have to wait, obviously. Looks like Leonard Fournette's making his way back up. Star development, 20,000 XP, though. We have some re-signings. You want to get some of these out of the way. Gronk. I thought Gronk signed more than a 1 year, no? I don't know. I mean, it's going to come down to how well he plays. As of right now, I don't really like it from real-life standpoint and in-game. I'd probably rather just keep O.J. Howard for cheaper and, technically better. Shaquille Barrett, a 4-year deal, worth it. Apparently, this team can afford every single player in the world, while the Rams can afford nobody. Leonard Fournette, I think he's proven enough here already that he's the guy for us. 5-year, 28.9 or whatever it may have been. And there's still plenty of money to go around. We could take Gronk back if we want. Levante, I do not know how long linebackers last. So if this is real life, easy money. You'd be getting more than that probably. But in-game, it might be a tag. This has got to be one of the worst slides I've ever seen. 7-9, you're thinking, I guess that's not great, but it could have been worse. Oh, I don't know about that. 5-2, and they lose 5 straight. Win, loss, win, loss. Yikes, dude. That is so harsh. Let's take a look at the stats anyways. Brady with a pretty damn good season. Rushing, Leonard Fournette, wish he would have the 10 touchdowns added onto his. He would have probably been a superstar. As far as receiving, yeah, Gronk just isn't worth it. Godwin and Mike Evans really solid, though. Godwin might be an X factor after that. Blocking was, pretty solid. You can't really ask for much more. Sack totals, definitely wish I could ask for more, but it's Madden. Pick totals, terrible. Looking at kicking, suck-up was actually really good. Is there any awards that I can really even think we would have won? Best wide receiver, perhaps? Nick Foles, best player of the year. Sure, man. Best QB, Brady was at 5. Best running back at 7. Wide receiver, 3 and 5. And, yeah, got a couple other awards in there. Best kicker, of course. I mean, some decent awards, I suppose. You know, we didn't win any, but we were close. Also sounded like an alien there. Okay. Saints versus the Browns. Let's see what happens. The Browns winning a Super Bowl here. Yes, they will. Let's take a look at Gronk. I mean, how much does he regress after year 1? So Levante regressed kind of hard. Gronk regresses, I mean, not badly, right? Like, that's not terrible. However, I don't know. I just don't think they'd be willing to pay him. A 2-year 22 isn't terrible for Levante. We're going to offer him that, and he's going to decline. Of course he will. And we will take him back for a decent bit more. But ultimately, I mean, it's totally worth it. Sue went to Superstar. Wow, I just make myself laugh. I mean, we don't really have a lot of money, so I'd give him a $6 million deal. Of course, he does say free agency is better for him. Ryan Suckup, probably a 2-year deal after that season. That's just too good not to. LaShawn, don't need him, don't need him, don't need him. Yeah, that money we were talking about, it may or may not have just disappeared on us just now, out of nowhere. Definitely had nothing to do with re-signing a bunch of expensive names. So Brady drops down to an 84. I did say that we were going to correct players under 40, when we're doing these. This, obviously Brady's to that point where you just don't know. At 44, he could have a really good season, then come back, and then the next season he's just god-awful. Donovan Smith, please. Yes, 100% not keeping him. I do not care what the cost is. Jason Pierre-Paul. Ooh, he can't. He went to star, but that doesn't change anything. I wish he was gone. William Golston, a guy that has been so fortunate in his career. I'm going to do what the Buccaneers could not, and that is release him. He was a bust, and just accept it, okay? No matter how long you keep a guy in the roster, it doesn't mean that he's a good player. It just means you kind of suck at getting replacements, and you're sad that he's bad, and you don't want to be known as the team that drafted a bad player, but still. Hey, look, Desmond King finally getting offers. That's cool. Alex Mack, you want to make an argument, Brady? Hey, Brady, you want to call him up and say us old people need to stick together? All right, we got a bunch of backups and a few starters. Alejandro Villanueva blocking for the one they call Brady. Jefferson is a backup. Speaks might actually play starter. DJ Jones, might be a starter himself. Backup tight end Ferkser. Backup kicker for when Suckup dies of old age, potentially, and then Tim Jernigan. So basically the main focus was the defensive line, losing Sue, losing William Golston, even though William Golston probably not much of a loss in this case. Our draft pick wasn't bad, and it's kind of good, but we weren't really going to get any of the named guys from the real-life class that were going to really change the team too much, so I'm just going to go with just a random draft class here. And as far as what we want, I don't know. We get a fullback, we get Shelby Harris, we get a backup tight end Greg Olsen. As far as this draft goes, there's really not a great amount of talent. We have a guard that's like a mid-first, maybe late-first, I can't even remember. Quarterback goes to Washington, Eli Harrison. We're going to go for this guard, Ian Osborne. He looks really good, totally worth it. Maybe could trade back a little bit, but I'm not going to risk him. And he is hidden development. I hate drafting linemen in the first, but this guy just looks so good. Some of the ratings could be a little bit better, but hidden development, maybe superstar, that would be clutch, but probably not, right? As far as what we need now, there's another guy, John Herbert. He looks pretty good. I don't know if he's worth trading up for, though. Yeah, he might be. Let's go to 24 and see if he's there. Very unlikely for a team to trade up to grab a second first-round lineman, but hey, that first one was good, so maybe trust the instincts here. Oh, a couple of linemen back-to-back, and they're not very good. Let's go to the Bears, see if he's... how high is our pick? Ooh, we might have to give him a third round for that. Yeah, maybe a third. Third round might be a little too high for me. Well, hopefully Brait wasn't guaranteed any money, because I traded Brait, a third round this, and a pick 43 for 22 from the Bears. The question is the center best available, though? I do have a quarterback, Joey Olsen. The thing is, I don't like to go for quarterbacks the very first year because, we could have just done a real-life class then. But at the same time, it's between Mr. Herbert or a quarterback. And like we said with Brady, we were going to be done after... Screw it, Joey Olsen. Ugh, 72 overall, normal. Maybe we should have went with the center. Damn it. Well, we'll find out. I don't know how good the center is, but that quarterback was kind of hard to pass on. But I guess we have a decent young guy to back up Brady. 73 overall. Okay, I mean, that's not a guaranteed good pick, right? We have a mid-fifth DT who has A- power move. I think I'm just going to go for this guy. That guy looks way too good to pass. And he is a 71 overall. He has 82 power move. Decent block shed. Pretty damn fast. This is what we like to call a super steal. Just no, once again, no hidden development. Pick 11 in the 5th round. Let's see what we got. Gabriel Carson. Once again, best available. I think he's worth taking. Gabriel Carson is a new player for us. 23, 69 overall, normal development, very fast, decent catching, pretty bad jumping. I'm not really sure why the jumping's always bad for linebackers, though. It should pretty much be like a base 75, 80 if they have good speed. And then we have a wide receiver in the 7th round. We might lose him here, though, going to the 7th round. Usually after, like, round 3, you have to pretty much grab people two rounds early. But we'll see. Maybe he's there. Who knows? And we knows. That's who knows. I guess we'll take Donnell Bryson, or Donnell, whatever. 64 overall, 23 years old. How big was he? 6'4", 228. Not really a tight end, but, I mean, he's got potential. Not the worst pick in the world. 23 is a little rough, but it is what it is. And then last pick might just grab, like, a punter or something. Ugh, all the players are actually really bad. I might trade this down if anyone's willing. We got a 6th-round pick from the Falcons. I'll take it. Hey, if you want to grab a player that someone else is going to grab from free agency, guaranteed, you're taking that trade. The only player we had that was hidden is Mr. Ian Osborne, who is an instant starter. Superstar? Please? Superstar? Okay, only star, but either way, even at star, he's still obviously really good. Linemen hidden in general are really tough to get, but, I mean, the first pick overall was a 71 overall normal development lineman. Like, what do you want? Yikes with these draft picks, though. These are brutal. Look at this guy, Taylor Glenn. Jaguars really gunning for best corners in the league over here. Star development, but still. Let's take a look at the center that we passed on for this quarterback. Let's first take a look at this quarterback. One pick before us, only normal development, so he's really good. Just, I mean, normal is normal. Oh, my Lord. Oh, my Lord. This is why you do not draft linemen in the first round. We got lucky there, but yikes. That is so bad. I mean, 63 overall hidden, though. Maybe this guy's superstar. Who knows? That's a steal and a half. Star development, but still hidden. Oh, no. No, he's good. And he's automatically star, but we made a mistake. This line could have been set for life. Oh, no. Star development. Nice. Good decision there to go for that quarterback. Ronald Jones, a 5th this and a 5th next to the Washington football team for a 3rd-round pick. I feel like we could have got more for him, but he needs a contract. This team can't really afford the luxury of good backup running backs. So, yeah, unfortunately, even though I love my boy Ronald, he's got to go. So here's the roster for year 2. No dev up for Godwin, which is a little surprising there. Tom Brady obviously down to an 84 overall. Looking at Mike Evans, 95 overall, 94 for Godwin. O-line, I mean, stars across the board. Of course, we have 3 linemen locked in for good. Wirfs, Osborne, and Marpet, at least for age-wise. Where Villanueva's on a 1-year. Jensen, I don't know, his contract probably a 1-year. Defensively, linebackers are pretty set. We do need a new pass rusher soon, and Carson could be like Devin White's role after Levante's gone, potentially after this season. D-line's the focus again. We did draft Bellamy, but maybe should have done more. And I think Vita Vea went up to superstar. We had a lot of dev-ups. Wow. Okay. Corners are great. Free safety's great. Maybe draft a new strong safety, but he's young, so it is what it is. But yeah, definitely a roster that should and could do some damage. All right, so Vita Vea probably making a lot more now because of that dev up. We're going to give him a 6-year deal worth $93. Jesus. That's a lot of money Tom Brady needs a contract. 1 year, 33. You could probably get him cheaper on a tag, which honestly is something that I don't know, would he even play under? I don't even know. 5 year, $35 million deal for O.J. Howard. Jensen maybe gets the deal. Carlton Davis, that's a bit of a tougher one. You can't keep every corner. That's actually really tough. Like, you can't keep all of them. A 5 year 40 is not bad, but you can't exactly pay 3 corners 5 year 40. Can't? I mean, yeah, you probably could, actually. Skirt, we'll re-sign him. He's the most physical of the 3. Maybe he can play safety, actually. Or so, I don't know. But Andrew Villanueva and Jensen could, and most likely will be gone. Levante, we got to see the regression. And then everyone else kind of looking for a new place to be. All right, if we win this game, I believe we're in. And we do win. 9-7. Brady had a decent year, but 9-7. Can this team please do better? Fournette, not a bad season at all. Actually, really good. Godwin and Evans are pretty solid. O.J. Howard, I mean, he played better than Gronk, I believe. Scotty Miller, you know, he's being left on the edge there. Villanueva was the worst out of everyone, and everyone else was actually pretty decent. Sack total, Shaquille Barrett, thank you for showing up, pal, because otherwise I'd be regretting things. And Sean Murphy, bunting, really good season. Eddie Pinheiro started over suck-up. That was not the plan, but he did play out of his mind, so I guess I can't really say much about it. As far as the awards go, Tom Brady does win MVP, which is really nice. I hate doing these types of videos with old QBs because it's like he would not drop down in overall, but because he's old, he's going to drop down in overall. Yikes. Godwin, number 2, could get his dev up this season. We'll see. D-line, no. Linebacker, number 6 for Levante. DBs, Sean Murphy Bunting at number 1. And then kicker, number 2. Actually, did we win kicker last year? I kind of mix up the Buccaneers and the football team every once in a while. I mean, they're both football teams. But as far as pure overall, 89 overall for the Buccaneers. Going against the Eagles, who are 10-5-1, 85 overall. If injuries were on, this team would probably not be here. Going to the end of the game. Up by 7. Now we're tied. Now we're up by 7. Come on, Tampa. TB doesn't stand for Tampa Bay. It stands for Tom Brady, damn it. 28-10, 35-10. Okay, it looks like we're at least moving on to the divisional round, so we can all relax ourselves. We're going to the divisional round. Everyone just chill out. The real question is, would you think Brady would want to play more after a Super Bowl win at this point? What, 44, 45? Or do you think he would want to retire on top like that? I don't know. I'm not really sure. Leonard Fournette with 2 touchdowns, 1 for Vaughn. Just almost a perfect game for the Buccaneers. Brady had 2 picks, but overall, pretty much a perfect game. Ooh, getting to go against the freaking Niners, and they're in 89 as well. Ooh, this is not good. Sherman and Brady back at it again, both with their walkers strolling up to the stadium. All right, going to the end of the game, appears that the Niners had like a few drives that just didn't go anywhere. We did as well. Both defenses playing pretty damn well right now. And right before half, we give up 7. Ooh, that's not good. We have not had any sort of attack. Please, Tampa. Thank you. 7 points. This is such a close game. And this is not looking good. Come on, Tampa Bay. Can't do anything. Is this going to be a field goal attempt? Because if it is a punt, yeah, it makes sense to punt. We're actually about to lose. That is heartbreaking stuff. Or maybe not. 3rd and 6. Getting the ball back. From the 42, time and a half to get down the field. And what's the story here? The clock isn't running, right? Field goal attempt. They're going to hit it. They do! Moving on to the championship game, 20-7. Definitely not as perfect as last game because Brady had more picks than touchdowns. Uh-oh. Regular season was great, but kind of pulling a Peyton Manning with the Broncos here. Getting carried a bit by the defense. But hey, I don't care who wins as long as it's this team. I don't care who's the reason why. Chicago. They went. Did they go to the Super Bowl last time? I don't even remember, but 85 overall Bears. This almost like seems too obvious to make it to the Super Bowl, but I don't know. I remember once the Packers beat the Falcons back in, what was it, 2010, 2011, the Bears were next on the list, and I was like, oh, this is instant. We're already into the Super Bowl. No question about it. I'm getting those vibes again. And, of course, super original. The Browns are back in the Super Bowl. I accidentally kicked the ball. I don't know why, but This might actually be the reason why we lose. Breaking the routine here, the schedule. And yes, I sounded like a dog there. I was root. Okay, dude. Nick Foles still the quarterback for the Bears. If Nick Foles is still the quarterback for the Bears next season, that's going to be a bit of a yikes. Of course, we have players on the field. Love that glitch. 7-0. Start of the second quarter. 14-0, thankfully. 21-0. This is going to be a trip to the Super Bowl, most likely. All you got to do is hold on, Tampa. Not doing a super great job of holding on if we're going to be 100% honest here. Thankfully, the defense is playing because the offense just forgot how to score. And we almost had landed the thing, but we didn't. 24-17. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers are headed to the Super Bowl. Nick Foles, 2 touchdowns, 0 picks. Brady, hey, you didn't throw a pick this time against the Bears defense, which is probably the opposite of what would have happened, just based on, based on history here. Gronkowski missed a kick. Oh, look at that. What are the chances of that? Gronkowski misses a kick, which basically could have, made an argument for them going for it in certain situations that they wouldn't have. I don't know, but his old kicker, huh? All right. Whatever you say. Super Bowl against the Browns, a team that is almost impossible to beat in the first or second season. We're tasked with that. Godwin, X Factor, how you doing? Or not. Fournette, not even to superstar. Nice. Pierre-Paul, he's a superstar. Gotta love it. Wait, how many fingers does he have? Looks like he's got all of them intact, right? That's not realistic, is it? I don't know. Enough jokes. Looking at the team, though, no dev-ups. In the season, they actually deserve dev-ups. But the first season, pretty much everyone that played got a dev-up. Hell, the coach got a dev-up. But here we are going against the 10-6 Browns, who have an 89 overall themselves and one hell of a stacked roster. All right, going to the end of the game. Cleveland's looking pretty damn good here. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. No scoring yet from Tampa. There we go, but it's gonna be all for nothing. Maybe not. Wow, what a play here. This is a hell of a Super Bowl you got here, Tampa. 10-35. So as we know, the Browns are glitched to win. EA has an absolute hard-on for Cleveland, by the way. Like, they just basically want to give the Browns 99 overalls at every position, despite their lack of success throughout the years. But hey, do what you want, EA. Let the Browns win the Super Bowl in Sim every damn time. Well, no Super Bowl here for Tampa or Tom Brady, but he should at least have another season under the belt. At least one more, right? And if he does, we will be giving him the old tagaroo. Brady is still here. He's a 78 overall coming off of an MVP season. I will say the playoffs, he was starting to show regression. Tom Brady, ooh, we gotta overpay him here in the terms of the game because he's gonna want like 30-something. I hate this game. The game knew he was gonna do that. Nah, mate. I'll tag him. I don't care. Jensen, I mean, we might as well keep Jensen around just to, finish the damn team off here. Okay, never mind. 1 year for the, I suppose I want to keep some of the line, right? 1 year, 12? Sure, yeah, that's what you do. You go to the Super Bowl, you get paid more than you're asking for, and you're just chilling at, I'll go to free agency, get less money, play for a worse team. I don't care. Okay, bye, everybody. See ya. Watson over here. What about me? I'm not even going to offer you, dude. That's just a waste. 1 year for Levante. I mean, we're basically going for gold here. Another release. Thanks, dudes. This game, I swear, that just makes no sense at all. We got a new punter. We got Marquise Pouncey. We got a superstar development corner who might move to safety. We got Russell Gage as a backup, maybe even replaces Scotty Miller if we have to re-sign him. And then Ian Thomas, another backup tight end. Let's take a look at Mr. Molden. Taj Molden. Superstar development, 22 years old. No zone coverage, so yeah, bad catching as well. But I suppose takes the blow off of getting someone like having to pay Dean and Murphy. I'd say we'll probably end up just trading off Jamel Dean this season. Probably be worth like a late first, early second, honestly. Oh, we got ourselves quite a list of players. We got another tight end. Probably don't need all of these guys. We got Brandon Williams. We got freaking Colton Miller as our left tackle. Paid him a little bit. Not going to lie. Samuels wasn't too bad. Whitehead is back. Realized free agency wasn't super great. We paid him about 1.5 mil less than what he wanted. And then Landry was a bit expensive. It was, I think, 14 mil per year, which isn't crazy bad for him, but, you know, considering it is the defender, you know, maybe a little too much money spent. But overall, this team is easily the best it's been, well, besides Brady regressing, of course. And we're just going to pay Devin White. So one of the biggest needs, besides quarterback for the future, is definitely DT, and Juan Bowden looks absolutely ridiculous. Late first, so maybe go to 19 and then trade up. Oh, I thought that was him. Unless it was. Is there 2 Bowdens at DT? There's no way a late first would go in the top 5, right? I mean, maybe in the real life, but holy crap, 80 overall to the Chargers. This is I'm definitely going DT now, because I'm seeing that DT looks pretty insane, right? John Hyde, the Saints land themselves a nice quarterback. Maybe we should have looked at that guy in ourselves. And it would appear our guy will be there at, 19, unless, once again, top 5 from a late first, but I don't think so. I hate myself. I literally was like, you know what, I'm going to test it one more time because the Texans need cornerback. And, of course, Juan Bowden was there, and he was a freaking legend. I actually can't believe that. I don't think there's another DT. Well, I mean, good thing... I'm so sad. I am so sad. But the good thing we did get Kawan Short as well. I guess we're going to be moving down, I suppose. I don't know what else to do. We were actually scammed. What about Wilkerson? Oh, my. I don't know, dude. We might have just broke the whole draft. Why didn't I just trade up? Like, it was simple. Just trade up, dude. We trade pick 31, Jamel Dean, for 43 this year and 30 next year from the Bengals. Of course, we don't know what that pick's going to be, but still. This might be a little bit of a reach, but with this pick, we're going to take Tyler Greenberry. Looked really good, and he's a 74 overall normal. He's actually, indeed, really good. Really good hit power, ironically. Only thing is, normal. This might be a little bit early, but this guy looks like the perfect slot receiver, so we're going to take Dante Anderson and a hidden. Hey, a later round draft pick that's hidden. Oh, he's very good. Okay, I like it. Just what the Buccaneers needed. Well, the teams around the Buccaneers needed that they go against another really talented receiver. I mean, our next picks might be in, like, the 7th round. I mean, this guy isn't really a DT, Like, he's a DT, but he's not very strong. I'm not really sure what's the story there, but cool, man. This guy's actually pretty good. We'll go for Kennedy later on, if he's there, of course. All right, late 3rd for an early 5th. I mean, it seems like a pretty fair comparison. 70 overall again. Another similar player, but a lot slower. Yeah, the other guy was so much better, but still, he's all right. All right, Mr. Kyle Beal, mid-5th. 6, yeah, okay. Well, we traded our later on picks for a 5th next year from the Bears. Dante Anderson, something tells me superstar. He just looks like one of those superstar kick return types, and he's not. he's star. He's still good. Let's take a look at the guy we missed. I can't wait. He's a very high overall, and I'm going to cry. No! What do you mean? He's already a top 39. Was he the 32nd best DT in the league already? Star development only, but I swear that's what it said. I'm going to take a look. 1 pick before us. I mean, obviously we could have taken him with the Jaguars, but 32nd rank, and he hasn't even played a snap. Okay. Well, that's sad. Instead of having a DT for the next several years, we have a bunch of old people that hopefully get a ring before they're done. And we were talking about you, Tom, but mainly talking about Kawan Short here. All right, here we are for year 2022, which is year 3, of course. Tom Brady not looking so hot here at 78 overall. This is probably going to be his last season. Does he even have any abilities? Come back and... please don't come back, Brady, after this season. Just Anderson moves to the 3rd spot. Probably should trade Scotty, but man, whatever. The top 2 look great. Tight end looks decent. Running back looks great. O-line looks great. Defensively, our linebackers, pass rush-wise, look amazing. backup middle linebacker, though. No Avante David anymore. Corners, we lose one of the guys, but Molden is an up-and-comer. D-line, Quan Short's an upgrade, and that's pretty much it across the board there. Do we really think Tom Brady would thank a coach for something? Tom Brady was like, can we have a bye week? Relax yourselves? Oh, thanks, coach. Yeah, sure, dude. Tom Brady would roll up with like a Glock and say, hey, yo, Bruce, here's the situation. All right? Just like that. I don't even know if that's how gangsters talk, but hey, Bruce, about that, I'm done. I'm done. Got Devin White and Sean Murphy Bunting, two young players. Let's see what happens here. Let's see if we can get Tom Brady. A $20 million deal. I am so happy. Cool, man. Okay, Mussolini. Am I right by Mussolini? It looks, I don't know. So retirement package for the quarterback is max. I would assume that's something that they slapped in just for kind of like the lulz. Let's go QB because obviously Tom Brady ain't going to be here forever. All right, here we are headed to the playoffs. A little bit of a up and down season, and we finished really, really strong. We were iffy early on, and then we finished hard here. That's okay. We lost 3, and then we won 5 in a row. See how Tom Brady's potential final season looks. Of course, we'll take a look at career stats as well, just for the hell of it. 4,000 yards, 42 touchdowns, 10 picks. I don't know, unless he wins the Super Bowl here, I wouldn't see him retiring in real life, but I'm not going to, play God here. I think that's what they call it, right? Blocking was really good. Sack totals. Bit of a yikes. Thank God we paid Shaquille Barrett to play average football. Love it. Actually, probably below average. Let's take a look at career stats. Brady, 87,531. 7,407 completions. 658 touchdowns, 205 picks. 64% career completion percentage with just under 100 passer rating all time. Nice. Over 1,000 yards rushing. I believe we knew that already, but hey, there's, that's crazy to think, like, Tom Brady. Like, what percentage of running backs would he have had more rushing yards than in the history of the game? Like, a lot, right? Because a lot of running backs, they maybe play, like, a half a season with a team and then get released and whatnot. But as far as awards go, Tom Brady might have actually won MVP again, and he did not. He was number 7, really, all the way down to 7. Rogers League MVP, 88 overall. A little surprised he's 88, and probably a lot of morale. Cam Newton, 78 overall. I remember I was supposed to look at some other rebuild we did a stream of, and Cam Newton, and I just forgot to do it, so I apologize. Maybe we'll look at Cam Newton here, or maybe I'll just not do it here either. As far as awards go, maybe seen a couple of names on the list, but it wouldn't appear that we won any of the damn awards. Cam in our universe has a star development trait, and he looks pretty good still. All right, 9-7 Seattle Seahawks. They're an 86. We are a 90. Like I said, potentially the last season for Brady. Accidentally kicked off, so we're going to have all these players in the middle of the field here. 3-0. 3 all. Nothing at all on that one. Seattle, they're pushing. They're just not scoring. At least they're pushing, right? Because we're not doing anything. And that was a clutch defensive stop. Only field goals from this team. They just don't want to win a Super Bowl, I guess. They get the touchdown and no on the 2-point conversion. Good job, Brady, throwing the ball away on a 2-point conversion. Interesting. 1 minute left. If anyone could do it, well, it would be somebody not playing in the Madden sim. But here we go. Tom Brady, all the weapons in the world. Get this field goal. That's the challenge. And that is real. I thought he got the knees down there. Eddie Pinheiro, 40-yard line is the target. And he'll miss the target by a mile. O.J. Howard looks about as naked as you can get. Although Godwin is more naked considering no one's going to cover him. Godwin looks so good, dude. Like, if you compare Kupp to Godwin, they're very similar in Madden, but I would take Godwin 24 times out of 24 over Cooper Kupp, like in our Rams league. I am just going to be honest. He looks so smooth there. Look at him! A little overthrown, kinda. He's going to be taken down inbounds. I really want to see if the AI is even going to take the freaking field goal here. We're on All-Pro. Is All-Pro really that much worse than All-Madden? They get the field goal, they win the game, and we're moving on to the divisional round. Super undeserved, but, they never stopped fighting, and Seattle never put the game away, so at the end of the day, these things happen. and it helps when we come in and help the team, bail them out. Kicking, Bass missed the kick. I mean, they had it. If they hit that kick, we don't win the game, simply put. The Green Bay Packers, who I believe beat this team earlier in the season. But it's right now. It's the playoffs. It's Brady time. Who cares about earlier in the season, even though it's MVP Rodgers? Going to the end of the game, Green Bay scoring very fast here. However, the Buccaneers defense is doing its best to limit their drives from scoring, although not really doing so hot here. Tampa's not doing themselves any favors. I mean, there's plenty of time in this game. Offense just does not want to move the ball. Come on, Brady. You can't be throwing game-losing picks. What do you think this is, the real world 2019? Come on, offense. The Packers are not that good, especially on defense. No, dude. For all the times you guys want to say that we helped the Packers out, we're just going to sim it and hope for the best. Like, Brady's on the older side. However, the Buccaneers roster is way better. And that's all that matters. I don't care about anything else. Right here it is, moment of truth, and it doesn't matter that we try to cheat. The Packers still win, and they end up going to the Super Bowl, going against the Tennessee Titans. The winner of this one is, unfortunately, the Tennessee Titans. Is Tom Brady here for one final season or not? He appears not to be. Is he? Is he actually, like, gone? Tom Brady retires after 23 seasons in the NFL. Now, I will say a little bit of a disappointing way to go because he kind of got smoked, but, you know, really good career, so what can you really say about it? I mean, did we do enough? Do you guys want to see a part 2 of this in the future? Because, honestly, I just wanted to see where this team could go with Brady. Don't get me wrong, there's still some names here, but this Olsen guy he's 25 already. It's a bit of a long shot for him to become anything. I think this team would be needing a new quarterback. D-line needs to be fixed. Strong safety needs to be fixed. Middle linebacker 2 needs to be probably fixed. This team has a decent bit of work cut out for them. So I think this is going to be part 1 of what would hopefully be at least a 2-part series at some point. I don't know if right away or not, but yeah, I wanted to see what happens while Brady's actually still here. And of course, he is now officially gone. But anyways, thanks for watching. Tomorrow will be something. I think Washington franchise, maybe an experiment. I don't know. But there will be a stream tomorrow. Tonight, of course, the Buccaneers play the Bears, so that's kind of why we did this. And like I said, if you enjoyed this, maybe leave a like and subscribe. If you have suggestions for future rebuilds or future ideas in general, let me know in the comment section below. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed. Hopefully you come back for next video. But until next video, see